Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we are going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will start this game off with the football. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys.
Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense rolls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
Great job by the defense on a critical fourth down. They'd already given up some rushing yards to this QB earlier in the drive, but that time they're able to get him on the ground. There's simply nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense making a small adjustment, and it comes up huge on a critical down in this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Little. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Marco. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal with the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Tennessee, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give on the option. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Handoff from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Rides to back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against.
There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw. It's Marcook. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. Touchdown, Volunteer. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Finds a little space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Higgins. And the returner is stopped. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Marcook. Makes the grab, it's Wilcox. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. He wants to change this route. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense offensive's clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what...
He's going to fire deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteer. And the route is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Sweet punt there. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pulls it in. It's Higgins.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the street.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide open downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single
Fires toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. The give out of the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Marco. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's random. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Another interception. That's number 17 picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did. And that ends up being an interception.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's caught. It's Randall. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Marco. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42, Texas Tech, 13.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Prentice. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man on the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the run, it's Prentice. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. The Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fit it in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments in
touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And As they play to the final whistle, this offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Snap in the shotgun. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Texas Tech, 28.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we